I'm Todd Matthews, and it's at this point on Wednesdays forever. I'm just going to stop saying how many years. It's been a lot. Forever now we have presented Ask the Lawyer with Bruce L. Shiner, attorney for the injured, answering questions largely provided by you. We'll see if yours gets answered today. Would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Shiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Hey, good morning, Todd. How are you doing this morning?
I'm just fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks.
I was having a really bad head cold last week that was bothering me, but I said I got to get better by Wednesday because Bruce and I got to have our chat. So I managed to pull that off somehow. You're the best medicine there is.
You did.
You're the best medicine there is, Bruce. Let's see what you can do for this email writer who has a problem. I know your expertise and your wisdom is going to help out here. You ready to hear it?
I am ready, Todd.
All right. The email says my son was riding his e-bike down the street in our neighborhood when he was struck by a delivery truck that swerved into his path to avoid a pothole. My son has a severely broken leg and a broken collarbone and will need surgery. The delivery company is saying their driver isn't responsible because he was avoiding a pothole and also indicated my son should have been riding on the sidewalk. Is the delivery company right? Can a lawyer help us with this situation? E-bikes are one of those newer technologies. I'm not sure the law has caught up to some of these technologies, Bruce, but you be the go-to guy on this. What do you make of that?
Well, first of all, I'm not a big fan of e-bikes. They're very dangerous.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They go much faster than a regular bike, and drivers don't see them. But they're entitled to their, right on the road, and they're entitled to be protected by the law. And this particular person was negligent. He caused an accident, and they're entitled to compensation for their pain and suffering, inconvenience. Especially, it looks like they're going to have very large medical bills, and they're entitled to be compensated for the medical bills in the past and medical bills in the future.
Yeah. This question kind of scared me a little bit because the idea of avoiding a pothole, causing an accident, and not being responsible, it's frightening because we got a lot of potholes in Southwest Florida. So if you could get off the hook that easily, you know what I mean? That's not a good reason to cause an accident, though.
It certainly isn't. It's, just trying to escape from responsibility. You got to keep your vehicle under control no matter what the conditions are.
Slow down accordingly, whatever you need to do to make that pothole a little bit easier to drive over, but you can't swerve and hit somebody. And when it comes to e-bikes, I'm sure your firm has dealt with many of these cases so far.
Yeah, we've had a lot of e-bike cases, and unfortunately, you just don't see them. The best example is when you stop at a light and you're allowed to, stop and make a right turn after stopping.
Right.
A lot of times that e-bike's coming down, and if you don't look very carefully, you miss the e-bike and you cause a bad wreck.
Yeah. Cyclists of all kinds have got to be extra careful, but e-bikes seem to add an extra layer of danger to it. So, well, thank you for weighing in on this one. I'm sure that'll be good news to whoever sent this in. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, Todd. Thank you for your challenging question.
No problem. We'll look forward to talking to you again next week.
Okay. Thanks, Todd.
Take care. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce L. Shiner, attorney for the injured. If you would like to submit a question for future consideration, it's as easy as just going to our website and typing Bruce into the keyword search box. That'll take you where you need to go. If there's an injury that has occurred, like we just heard about, bypass what I just said. Call the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Shiner at 941-743-7777. 941-743-7777. And please be sure to tell them that Todd Matthews sent you.